Ready for episode 109! Hello and welcome to episode 109. 110's around the corner. What should we do?
I don't know. Is it really 109?
Mm-hmm. Last week was 108.
Dang.
So today we are bringing back one of our most favorite videos we've ever done called Bop or Not. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going through the decade of the 2000s. Pastor Jesse personally loves the 2000s.
I do.
I remember part of it, so there might be songs that I don't know, but he might jam out to a lot of them. Also, we are continuing our series, This Is Us, from Culture Night. We talked about how man and creation and how sin broke the picture, but how God, what he did 2,000 years ago, still applies to us today. So, we will be continuing to talk more about that. But until then, let's jam.
Just before we start, you may not know all these songs, but a lot of these big hits had some serious, staying power. They stuck around for a long time. So, we're going to shuffle play on the top hits of the year 2000 and see what we get.
I know this song, it's just I don't know any of the words.
I don't either.
I just know the three words.
I'm doing this tonight. Probably gonna start a fight.
Okay, In Sync. So the year 2000 and the early 2000s was just boy band central, okay? You think One Direction was the first boy band? Nah. Okay, we're going back to In Sync and Backstreet Boys. I can't tell the difference most of the time. They're kind of the same in my opinion. I feel like you have to know this song. If you don't know this song, come on. I know that there were definitely some leaders in the room just
Jamming.
busting a move. All right, that was a good one. We're starting off strong today. Let's go 2001.
Train is that old?
I love this song too. I listen to this song regularly.
Now that she's back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in her head.
So good, Pastor Jesse.
She acts like summer and walks like rain. Remind me
words.
that there's time to change.
So good.
Well, tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the light?
Hold on. We didn't even decide if Bye 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 was a bop or not.
Yeah,
what
that's
are we
a bop.
even doing? This is amateur hour.
That wasn't even a question. I kind of just assumed. I don't consider this a bop. And here's why. Last time we talked about the definition of a bop, it's like this song where you instantly turn it. Although I feel like you would instantly turn it.
Hold on, because we got to go later in the song because there's this part where you just can't help but sing along.
Okay.
And then you finally get the chance to dance along the light day.
Have you ever heard that saying where if you don't know the words, just mouth the words watermelon?
Yeah.
That's what I just did.
Did it work?
No.
So, yeah, based on our definition of bop last time, this is a great song, probably not a bop. Okay, before we go on to 2002, as Hunter said, we are in our second week of This Is Us. And last week, we talked about how sin brings about death, but Jesus is offering life. And we're going to continue that today by kind of exploring what that means for Jesus to offer us life. I don't know about you, but I'm so accustomed to everything in my life, especially if it's something I need or I really want, having to do something in order to get it, right? I need a car, so I need to have a job, I need to work in order to get money, in order to have a car. I have to do this, and then I get the thing I need, right? I think we're just so accustomed to that I think maybe at times we can think of our salvation the same way. But in reality, our salvation works completely different.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a blind man. I'm sick aside without a sense of feeling. And this is how you remind me This is how
You really know that song.
Nickelback is garbage!
This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different.
Okay, I'll be the first to admit that song is a bop, but it's just a custom to hate Nickelback. like you're not a human being if you don't like hate Nickelback.
Oh, jeez.
But you like Nickelback?
Okay, so listen. Guilty pleasure bands is Nickelback.
Okay.
I do like them. Here's the thing. They were huge. And then all of a sudden, everybody hated them. I don't know what happened, but like this is 2002, which just shows they've been around for a while.
Yeah. Do you guys remember that Vine where it's Nickelback? He says, "Look at this graph!
Look at this graph.
All right. Now we're on to 2003. By the way, I was in 3rd grade this year. I mean,
How can you see
thunder sound.
to my
The only thing I can think of
like open doors,
is Goofy singing it. Have you heard that?
leading you down into my core, where I become so numb.
Wake me up inside.
Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from undone.
Like I said earlier, the only way I can think of this song is Goofy from Disney House.
Disney House.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Singing the song.
That's what I'm saying. This song, you still hear this song all the time.
Very true.
These songs really had some staying power. It's also interesting how many of these songs are like rock type of songs. You know, when we were in 2010s, it was all like poppy and like electronic.
Yeah.
And beep beep. All right, 2004. I turned 10 years old this year.
Peace up.
A-Town. Yeah! Oh my god. Yeah! That song is an absolute bop.
That song is just, it's legendary. So that song still plays all the time.
Yep. At every wedding
Yep.
and every homecoming.
I mean, they were still playing that at my homecomings and proms. We talked about how salvation works a little bit differently than everything in our lives. We're so used to having to earn things. And that's a good thing, right? We shouldn't walk through our lives expecting just to be given stuff freely, right? We're going to have to work for things in our life. And that's a good thing. But our salvation is actually completely different. And we find that in Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. And that says, "For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith. And this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast." So there's a lot that is in that verse. It is by grace that you have been saved. Grace is what we call like God's forgiveness. The fact that we did not receive what we were owed, which last week we talked about the wages of sin is death, but Jesus offers life. The fact that we were not paid what we were owed and given life instead, that is grace, right? When you should have gotten in trouble and your parents are like, all right, we're going to let you off this time. That is grace, okay? It is by grace that you have been saved through faith. We talked about this at Culture Night, that choosing to believe in Jesus, that he really is who he says he is, and what really happened 2,000 years ago in the Bible actually happened, and that moment was for the payment of our sins. It also continues to say this is not of yourselves, which immediately is counter to everything that we know. This is not something we bring about or make happen on our own. It is the gift of God. It is not by works, so that no one can boast. Basically meaning that you did nothing, I did nothing to earn this.
Right.
It is a gift. It is not like, oh, I'm so good that I got saved. Or it's I'm so much better than everybody else because I go to church. It's none of that has anything to do with it. It is by grace through faith. It is a gift of God, not of ourselves. In 2005, we're halfway home.
Halfway home.
Never even heard this song.
I was lying to myself.
Nope. No. I know this song because when I was a kid, I wake up in the morning and I hear this going. That means, oh God, we're gonna clean the house all day. Like that's the song that my mom would listen to while scrubbing the windows. It's like, I do not want to clean today. I just want to play my PlayStation.
I have never heard that, but that was good. I mean, it had a good beat.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't listen to it on my own.
No, I don't. No.
I don't know. We'll call that one a mop. All right, 2006.
This is probably the peak of country music for me.
I only know this because the scene in the office. They try to sing the words.
Hot like road travel.
All right.
Love is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. That's a bop.
That whole soundtrack is a bop.
Yeah.
All right, 2007.
To the left, to the left. 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 Everything you own in the box to the left. In the closet, that's my stuff.
must
Yes,
not
if
know
I
about
bought
me.
it, please don't touch, don't try and keep talking and mess, that's fine. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. I could have another you in a minute. Matter of fact,
Okay, hot take. Beyonce is,
Queen Bee?
yeah, she ain't Queen Bee to me.
Whoa. Wow. I actually don't like that song that much.
So, not a bop. Nope.
Not a bop. Sorry, Beyonce. Don't come for us.
She takes down her YouTube channel.
All right. So just to wrap up our point, we're going to talk more about this in small group, that salvation is a gift. Maybe you've had this experience with church where maybe once you started following Jesus, there was this pressure to now be good enough or to now measure up, or now you have to be perfect. And in reality, when we start to follow Jesus, that should change some things in our lives. We should start to see the Holy Spirit do a work in our life to where our lives are going to look more like what Jesus has for us, and that's the life that the Bible lays out for us. But what the Bible doesn't say is that once you accept Christ, that there is this now pressure for you to be perfect, or this pressure to almost keep your salvation. Well, if you mess up again, then it's gone, because that's how so much in our life works, right? If you mess up again and again and again, there's going to be consequences for that. And that's not a bad thing. But what's important to remember about our salvation is that we didn't do anything to earn it, which means that if we mess up again after we have received that gift of salvation, that doesn't mean it's going to go away just because we've messed up. That's important to remember. It's not something we have earned, so maybe it's not something that we, by messing up, will lose. If that makes sense.
Yeah. And the Bible also says that my grace is sufficient for you. And I think that when we think of grace and we don't think of it as like something that, I lost where I was going. In the Bible, it says that my grace is sufficient for you. So I really believe that it's not something that we could ever lose if we have Christ. When we mess up and when we fail, we never have to feel trapped in our sin or trapped in our mistakes. But because of salvation and the free gift that is, that His grace is sufficient for us every single time.
All right, 2008. 2008. Here we go.
Soldier boy, tell me. Hey, I got to do dance, y'all. Soldier boy. You gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right.
Oh, do you know the dance?
Soldier boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me crank that soldier boy? That Superman?
Okay, listen. You guys may not know this, but when we were like your age, this was like the dance, right? This was like a TikTok dance before TikTok was a thing.
Bop, easily.
Yes, totally a bop.
All right, guys. Last one. Top hits of 2009. Here we go.
little Beamer with the rack top down. And I can take you for a ride on my big green tractor. We can go slow or make it go faster. Down through the woods and out to the pasture. Long as I'm with you, it really don't matter.
All right, so if you're in the room right now, turn to your neighbor and tell him your favorite country song. We'll give you 5 seconds. Your correct answer should be none of them because country music is the worst music to ever be created. This song is not a bop. I feel very strongly about this. Big Green Tractor, trash.
Take you for a ride on my big green tractor. We can go slow or we can go faster. Down through the woods and out to the pasture. Long as I'm with you, it really don't matter.
Alright guys, that was so much fun. Again, thank you for watching episode 109, Bop or Not Part 2. Make sure you guys go ahead and like, subscribe, tell your friends about our YouTube channel, about our Instagram. Again, Culture Night, X Games coming up. Culture Night is in May, but X Games is in April. So make sure you invite all your friends and tell your grandma to bring you. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching episode 109. And we will see you guys next week.
Deuces.